It's okay. Hey, you guys, didn't you play the rock-offs this year? The 2011 high school rock-offs at the House of Blues? What was the experience like? Tell me.
I thought it was awesome playing that huge stage, and the crowd was awesome, and the sound was great. And I had a good time.
Were you really nervous? I mean, this is the House of Blues,
Yeah,
big crowd. The parents are in the back, okay? Your whole life is flashing in front of you. All your friends are there, okay?
I was excited more than nervous, but I was nervous.
I was incredibly nervous.
Yeah.
Because this was before, like, when the band was first developing. We didn't even have Harrison with us. We had another drummer who was, I don't want to insult him, but he was half the drummer. But, so I was worrying about that, and before I knew that Austin could sing, I was carrying the whole load, and obviously as a teenager my voice tends to slip and crack a lot, so, and I knew that in the first song I had a lot of high notes that were right on the brink of my vocal limit, so I was scared about that, and that's what really gave me the anxiety before that. But I feel like we still put on the best show possible for at the time. If we could go back and do it now with Harrison and with all the new songs we have, I'm sure we would have placed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Harrison, mounting those drums at the House of Blues, being the king, sitting it back, all the TV cameras flying, all the fan cameras flying, the whole House of Blues in front of you, wasn't that an incredible feeling, you know, and you're driving this band right from the back.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I didn't play with this band during the House of Blues. I was in a different band at the time.
Okay, it's
and
the same feeling though.
Yeah, we were in the rock up too, and it was incredible. But I tried to stay, you know, focused. I wasn't nervous really because, you know, I'm in the back, so it's better than, you know, having to be Kyle, you know, up front singing and hoping to get behind a guitar.
Sure. Well, you're right behind him. You throw a stick at him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. With the rock-off experience, what did you learn from the rock-off experience?
Well, it was my second year in it, and
I'll see an old hand at it. Okay. Yeah. Just, Woodstock's next. I know. A little Bonnaroo. He's going to do the scene. You know.
But I mean, I love doing it. It's a great experience being with all the bands and stuff, and I actually got a high school internship out of it. With,
hey, did you?
Yeah, with Frank and Moff at Live Nation.
Hey, congratulations, good man, good man. And you spent a lot of years with Live Nation, and he's done a lot of, you know, a lot of great shows there. Did you learn anything more about yourself as a performer? I mean, when you look back at one of the hardest things you do is when you look back at those videos, you know, and look back at, and even the folks who are sitting there late night, you know, Time Warner watching the finals, you know, and I'm just going, boy, did I look torpy, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. Do you ever feel that when you look back and or listen to any of your live stuff? It could have been better.
Definitely.
I sure do.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it's unanimous because I'm glad you said that because every artist feels that way. You know, all of the greatest artists out there, they're always nervous. Doesn't matter how big, you know, big their names are before they go on stage. And again, they always are very, very concerned about their audio and their image and all. And of course, there are far big dollars on the line when you deal with the pros. So it's cool. You mentioned your logo. You know, that purple logo. Of course, you love the color purple and all that stuff and all. Who designed that logo? Is it? That's not a Cole Messner masterpiece.
Well, that image itself was not the original design, which often appeared on the walls of the bathrooms of our high school.
Floor to ceiling.
Oh, really? Yeah. Really?
That I actually did that on Photoshop. What I had to do was make two huge letters and just sort of put them together because there was no way to get a text that would tie them together like that. I mean, I can draw it like that, but I just did it on Photoshop, and you know, if you click 3 buttons, you got a cool effect, or if you don't like it, then you go back, and then it's just sort of a couple cases of trial and error. And
so you got what you wanted, and then you brought it to the band, and the whole band have to agree on the logo. I mean, do you all worked in a sort of a democratic environment?
We just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's all. So there's a coolness factor that has to be, you know, accepted by the
Definitely.
You know, by the band. No, it's a really cool logo. I also saw the video I watched of you. The music video to "I'll Find a Way."
oh yeah,
Watched it a couple of times. Okay, and where was that shot?
that would be at my house/home studio.
Is that what it is? Because it looked kind of like a home studio, but it wasn't sure. It's kind of a neat environment.
My dad and I, we were putting that together over the past, like last winter, just because I took an internship at a guy's house in Solon who had a similar setup, and I started to get real into that side of the music as well as the playing.
Okay.
And so we built that, and then I got all the bugs worked out, and by the time we went in there to record that song, we thought, because we work all these songs out, Austin and I, before we bring them into my house, even though it's unlimited time.
Sure.
But what we did is we were working it out, and we're like, this is a good song. And what we wanted to do is film a making of, because I watch a lot of behind the music
Sure.
and old
You
documentaries.
learn a lot from those things, right?
Yeah, and I watched, like I said, I watched a lot of those, and I wanted to make a making of, and then halfway through I was like, let's just use this to make a music video and make a making of with the same clip. So we took shots of us singing the chorus, each of us, shots of us playing, like me playing the drums, because I would track the instruments, because we're
Sure.
there, and it's easier for all of us. But
Was that in a pre-Harrisonian time?
It was, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
I think it was.
It was
okay.
post no name,
No.
creamy.
But yeah, so the making of turned into a music video, which then we took the best of those clips from the making of and made it the music video, and then just all the other garbage was the making of, just 'cause
Okay.
anything that was funny. In fact, there's just a scene of me sitting at the computer like this with a pick in my mouth, and I just take it out and just burp. It's a real 5-second scene.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's punk rock. Yeah, got that. Well, not. I just thought it was very good. You know, for your use and effort. You know, and obviously low budget. I mean, that's the name.
Zero.
Well,
Zero.
sure, you can't have $8 and stuff like that. It's important.